Hey there, cocktail fans. Welcome to Cocktail Cinema. My name is Isaac. Today we are going to be discussing Justice League as well as telling you how to make the Adonis.
The world remains in mourning after the death of Superman.
I had a dream. It was the end of the world.
Invasion.
I think it's something more, something darker.
The Adonis is a very simple drink to make. It's 1.5 ounces of Fino Sherry, 1.5 ounces of Sweet Vermouth. Add your ingredients into a mixing glass with ice, stir until chilled, strain into a coupe glass, and then garnish with an orange peel. And there you have yourself the Adonis. Cheers.
We're asking people we don't know to risk their lives.
Strong man is strongest alone. You ever heard that? That's not a saying. That's the opposite of what the saying is.
Justice League is a film directed by Zack Snyder as well as Joss Whedon. Also stars Henry Cavill. His name does come up first in the credits. Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller, Jason Momoa, and newcomer to film Ray Fisher. This film is about the League of Justice uniting. Batman perceived a threat and he has to get the team of superheroes into the halls of justice to defeat Steppenwolf, a bad guy with a plot to do bad things. So, did I like the film? Yes. Were there flaws? Also, yes. Am I asking myself a lot of questions? That would also be a yes. Let me start out with some of the good things that I like. I think the strongest parts are the character interactions, the league coming together. Each of the characters gets their moment, I feel like. Some characters more than others. We've got Batman, who has grown. He has learned the error of his ways and perceiving Superman as a threat. And he is also much more filled with hope and wants to work with others. Gal Gadot is wonderful, again, as Wonder Woman. Dad joke? Gal Gadot continues to play Wonder Woman with grace, strength, humility. She's not afraid to let you see her flaws or talk about them. It continues to just be an inspiring thing about her portrayal as Wonder Woman and how she continues to play her. Ezra Miller is the comic relief. He's a lot of fun to watch on screen. He's a great actor. Some of the jokes work better than others, but he is a delight and a refreshing take on The Flash. Jason Momoa as Aquaman is also good. He seems to have a lot of joy in his performance. He's also possibly the bass player for Metallica. Does a lot of things like, yeah, alright. There's some good sequences in Atlantis with him underwater. I did feel like he got a little of the short shrift in terms of development. And also Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Cyborg doesn't know what he's exactly capable of, and he's sort of scared of that. And there's an interesting way that Ray Fisher decides to portray him, which is with a lot of strength and a lot of dignity. The strength of this film is the chemistry between the cast. I like that the characters are willing to learn from each other and learn how to be better heroes. The characters are able to come to these heroic moments due to listening to each other. There's definitely an effort to lighten up the tone of these films as well as the color palette. There aren't these desaturated tones. These are vibrant, saturated colors, which is really nice to see in superhero costumes. Okay, so let's get to some of the stuff that I did not like. This film was supposed to clock in at about 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was mandated by the studio of Warner Brothers that it clock in under 2 hours, I believe. It's very clear in a lot of points that there are holes within this story. There are scenes missing within scenes. I do understand the choice to make this film shorter and a much more lean runtime, but I do feel that the story suffers because of that. There's a lot of tonal inconsistencies. It feels like a lot of the jokes are just sort of crammed in there. Some of them really work, some of them don't work. The bad guy is pretty forgettable. His character name is Steppenwolf, which is Greek for a character that looks like a cartoon. At no point in the movie was I thinking that he would get away with his evil plot to get the things to do the evil thing. In fact, a lot of times I forgot that he was actually in the film that I was watching. Spoilers, Superman is in this movie, and guess what? He's having a good time. He's smiling, he's laughing, he's saving people. Henry Cavill is a very charismatic actor, but we haven't really gotten to see it until now. It's good to see Superman having a good time. My recommendation for this in a story that gives you a look towards hope and working together as friends, but a story that is also flawed, kind of feels like eating a very sloppy sandwich, like a sloppy Joe. Well, I will say that the Justice League is worth a taste. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching Cocktail Cinema. Let me know how you felt about the Justice League down in the comments. There's a good possibility that some people will love this film. There's also a good possibility that people will hate this film. But let me know how you felt. I'd love to discuss it with you. These are just my brief thoughts. Let's talk about it. I hope to see you at the next review. Cheers.
Divided. We are not enough. The world needs Superman. I made him a promise. Ride ain't over yet. Yeah!
Awesome. As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry. That's your signal. That means we have to go now.
Yeah.